There it is. So we're going out. Welcome all. So this is HadesOmega's first ride video for the Sur Ron Light Bee here, Light Bee MX. So we're gonna take it for a ride. I'm gonna take it for a quick ride around the neighborhood, and then I'm gonna ride it on over to AAA and go register it. The registration has not been transferred in my name yet. So, but I did get the insurance for it. So. Alright, so one thing I have neglected to do is check the tire pressure for one thing. That is one of the very few maintenance items on this bike. The chain looks a little old and grimy. It just looks a little dirty and grimy, but that's fine. We'll work on the chain later. So I'm going to go check the tire pressure real quick. 13, yeah, that's not good. I want to run at least 20, let's do 22. I don't really know what tire pressure is to run. I should probably have checked the manual first, but alright, that's about 23. Should be okay. 22 should be fine. This bike doesn't seem like it's too heavy, you know. Oh, there's a big caterpillar there. What's going on here? I run like 25, 28 on the KLR here, so and that's a pretty heavy bike compared to this bike. So, and just for comparison's sakes, on a dirt bike you usually run around 15 psi, but oh yeah, so yeah, the tire pressure is really low, like 15. Okay, we're about 23. That's good. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you normally run like 15 on dirt bikes. So I'm imagine when I go off road, put it at 15. Hopefully we don't bend wheels or anything. I don't know how tough these wheels are. We'll see. But yeah. Also another thing, this bike doesn't have rim locks. At least I don't think it has a rim lock. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't have rim locks, and it does not appear to be balanced either. It did not balance the wheel. So when we get this thing ready for dirt battle, it's already got the big sprocket in the back, so yeah, when we get this thing ready for battle, we're gonna have to put rim locks. I have a feeling, dude, with all 88 foot-pounds of torque, you will spin that bad boy. You'll spin that bad boy, and your tube will be missing its thingamajigger, its stem. It'll just rip right off. So that's why the reason you have a rim lock. And I'd imagine you probably want one on this. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go hop on the bike. Turn the key. Right here. Bike power's on. Kickstand up, and we're live. So I'm gonna go run it in low power mode right now. It should be faster now. Think about it. Okay, HadesOmega's back. So let's go do this again. All right, this is our first ride. I got my Garmin e-Trex 20 here. We're gonna use it to get some info. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and reset the data on this. So that's our max speed, moving average, total time, moving time, and speeds, and the trip odometer. Okay, that's fine. That's all I need. I don't really need the tracks or anything. All right, so let's just go quick how this guy works. You got the key right here. There's the ignition right here. Switch that to on. There's only like an on and off. Turns on. You can see there's power here. It says 0 miles an hour. And then I have to put the kickstand's down right now. It's not going to do anything. So it's got a kickstand switch. I don't know if we're going to change that later or not, because dirt bikes don't have that. There's a reason why. Okay, so we got a mirror here. We got our rear brake here, and our front brake here. And then our battery status is right here. You gotta look straight down. 100% right here. I charged it yesterday. There's a USB port right here. Probably not going to use that right now. I just put air in the tires. So you got your turn signals here, left and the right, a horn right here, and then the power switch right here. So, like I mentioned, to the left is low power, and the right is high power. We'll try low power right now. All right, so we're just gonna go for a quick ride around the neighborhood. It kind of looks weird. I'm wearing my motorcycle gear. Now I'm riding something so small. I'm wearing my motorcycle gear. The seat is actually quite comfy on it. I do like the seat. I was surprised how good the seat is on this guy. Okay, here we go. I do not like the pegs on this bike. I am wearing all my motorcycle gear right now. Alright, we're doing about 20 right now. 23. Let's see how accurate the speedometer is. It says 25 miles per hour on the... It says 23 miles per hour, 24, and it says we're only going 18, so the speedometer is off by a lot, dude. No joke, dude. Alright. Let's go make a right turn. It's kind of hard to operate this turn signal thing. You have to kind of break your grip. Alright, so it says we're going 20 right now. The computer says we're going 20, but we're only going 16 miles an hour. Yeah, we're going about, so it's about 4 or 5 miles per hour off. It's at 4 or 5 miles per hour. It's telling you it's too fast. It's 4 or 5 over than what you're really doing. So let's try to get it to 25. Okay, there's 25 right there. 25, 26. We're going about, it says 18. 18, or almost 19. So at 25, you're really going 19-ish. Yeah, so 25 and 19, that's 6 miles an hour. It's even worse. It gets worse. So there's the brakes right there. Brakes work pretty good. So let's go talk about the throttle. Well, since there's not too much traffic here. So the throttle, it doesn't really do anything until you get to like a certain twist. So let's go. It's not doing anything. Nothing. There we go. So about almost a quarter of a twist before it starts to actually do anything. And that's similar to the. We can do some dirt riding here. It's similar to. I should put it on high power and just start doing donuts and stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's similar to the Impulse. The Impulse has like a dead zone, or like it regens, and then it has like a not dead zone, and then it starts going. So, and this seems like it's about a quarter throttle before it actually starts doing anything. I feel that's like a little too much. So this is like, that's minimum throttle right there, and we're going about 10 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour indicated. All right, so we're gonna go half twist. That's about a half twist, I think. I'm doing about 20 miles an hour at a half a twist, and then full beans. All right, full beans. It says we're going 30 miles an hour. 30 miles an hour, but we're really only going 22 miles an hour. 22 miles an hour. So that's full twist. I'm wide open throttle right there. And we're doing 23 miles an hour. Yeah, so it is off by like 7 miles. 7 miles. And it's pretty slow. I mean, I kind of want to put one of those throttle lever things on this, because it seems like you have to twist the throttle a lot to get this thing to go. Now let's keep on riding. 30 miles an hour, but we're only going 23. Yeah, so 30 and 23. So it's 7 miles. So the faster you go, the greater the speed difference is from like an actual speed. A GPS will not lie how fast you're going, man. You're using like freaking thousands, millions of dollars worth of equipment in the sky to calculate how fast you're going, man. The airplanes and stuff depend on this stuff, so yeah. Okay, so now is the moment you've been waiting for. So we did hit a max speed of 23.8 right there. So like the low power mode is weaker than you would think. All right. So here's a little experiment. So let's see if we can switch to high power mode while we're moving. So I'm gonna switch it on to high power right there. Whoa! Damn! That was a really sudden burst of acceleration right there. It kind of jerked me a little bit. All right, so now we're going 27.
Okay, so here we go. We're doing 36, and we're doing 28. Wide open throttle. 40. It says we're going 45, but we're only going like 36. So it says we're going 50, and we're going 36. Now, so the max speed is 36 miles an hour. It's pretty fast still. So I'm thinking, you know, man, I'm just gonna leave it on high, you know, and I'll just milk the throttle I guess unless you really need to ride it slow someplace, you know, like should be fine. The throttle is actually not that bad. It's pretty smooth. All right, let's see. I should tell you about the riding position on this bike. It feels like you're riding like a naked sport bike is what it feels like. It's a forward. You're leaning forward position is what it is. You're leaning forward, and the pegs are actually. I was surprised how sporty this bike feels when I first rode it. I was surprised. All right, here we go. Full throttle. Alright, it says we're doing 48, but we're only doing 36. So 36 is the max speed for this guy. And brakes, on the brakes. I'm not used to squeezing both levers to brake. Alright, so there you go. So 36 miles an hour is about the top speed. We hit 36.3. Now I'm going to go down... I'm gonna go down another street here that's like a 40-mile-an-hour street, and then we'll go a little faster. So those of you that have a Sur Ron, just be wary that maybe your speedometer is telling you you're going a lot faster than you're normally going. So it's okay to go a little bit faster than the speed limit if you follow the speed limit, is what I want to say. Yeah, we're doing about 26 right now. Okay, and a right turn signal here, and we're going to go down Jackson Street here. This will be a faster road. Test out my handling here. Yeah, you kind of do have to lean forward a little bit. Alright, we're full twist. Alright, we're full twist, full throttle. 49 miles an hour. And we're doing 36. Tucking a little bit. All right, so let's go turn right here on the Mayberry. It feels really sporty. I kind of like it. You're kind of leaning forward like a sport bike almost, you know, like a naked sport bike. It's kind of cool. So we're doing 48. And we're doing, yeah, the fastest we've been able to get is 36.6, man, and that's, I think we're a little bit on a hill, sort of it. So. That's it. That's wide open throttle right there. That's all she's got to give. So I'm not sure where the speed sensor is on this bike. Yeah, I'm not sure where the speed sensor is on this bike. So I'm not really sure why it's so inaccurate. It's like, cause we're going when it says you're going 50, you're only going 36. That's 14 miles an hour speed difference. That's a lot, man. That's horrible. You might want to just get a bicycle computer, you know, and just put it on here to get you the right mileage. I really want to take this thing on some twisties. I mean, it's a little weird to ride, you know. It feels strange. There's no way to know if it's regenning. It's not regenning a whole lot. Alright, here we go. I want to take this thing... Okay, let's go take this thing through some twists and turns. I knew some couple turns in the neighborhood that we can try it on. And one day we will go ride this thing to Sierra Road and we'll try it out, you know. This does have trials tires, so they're pretty good on the street. It's a good street. They make okay Dualsport tires, so... So right now we're doing 35. Not bad, 32. Okay, so I'm gonna have to rely I'm gonna have to rely on a right turn signal. We're gonna hit a right turn here. Woo! Okay, now we're going too fast for it. We're supposed to be going 25 on the street, so slow it down, slow it down. Alright, that's 20, about 25. Alright, so yeah, you really have to milk it to go to speed limit in high power. So I'm just gonna leave it on high power the rest of the time now. So let's do some kind of slow speed maneuvers. I was practicing yesterday. There is one thing I noticed on this bike that I do not like. But alright, so we're gonna go do some U-turns here, or some circle turns. So it is pretty good at a low speed cornering. So there it is. So right now what I'm doing is I'm counterbalancing. I'm shifting my body to the right while the bike is leaning to the left. And you do that when it's slow maneuvers. And you can even take your foot off of the peg. It helps a bit too. I want to try some standing. There's some standing to the left. I'm leaning to the body's leaning to the right. I want to try to do a figure 8 here. Figure 8s. I'm standing still. Not bad. It's just I don't like these bars for this, man. This bar is not good for standing. I'll sit down again. Okay. Yeah, those figure 8's pretty good, man. It's really nice tight circles. Okay, so one thing I don't like about this bike, no steering stop. There's no steering stop. So on, I will probably get another bike later to show you. But when you turn this thing, when you turn the handlebar all the way, the only thing that stops it is the fork, or I guess the headlight mount here, and the fork, and then and then it touches the frame, then that's it. That's the only thing that the steering stop. That's the only thing to stop it is when it hits the frame. Like, okay, so the reason that you would have a steering stop on a bike, is so that doesn't happen. It doesn't interfere. It stops the steering before it hits something, you know. And well, in this case, the fork is hitting the frame. There's a little mark right here. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna get a little felt pad, and then stick it on there so it doesn't scratch it. Now this side is okay, I guess, because it hits this wire here. It stops on this wire here. So it doesn't have a steering stop like a motorcycle does. Motorcycle has these actual, these metal tabs that stick out, and there's a pin that keeps it from turning. This doesn't have that. It just stops on the frame, and I don't like that. You could damage the frame, you could damage the fork, you know, if you suddenly tweak the bar or something, you know, there's nothing to stop it. So that's one thing I don't like. Okay, so let's go do some more slow speed maneuvers before we go do some high speed cornering around the neighborhood. Like, within the speed limit. Okay. Okay, so this is my house right here. I'm gonna go play around here a little bit. So I'm gonna go up the curb. It goes up the curb pretty easily. I don't even have to try. It just kind of just goes up. Let's see if we can hop off the curb. A little bit. I can kind of get the front up. I did a pretty good wheelie yesterday. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. I got the front up there. Let's see how easily it'll just roll up the curb. These 19-inch wheels. I'm just going to roll up. Boom. Not bad. Right, we're going to go down the... So this is a test of the slow speed maneuverability. So what I don't like is, like, it runs out of the steering quick too. Oh, yeah, right there. See, it ran out of steering. I have to dab right there. So you cannot turn it too. You cannot turn the bar too much. It's just not enough to. Maybe I have to pull up on the bar before I goose it. Get the front up over the curb. It's kind of weird. There's no clutch to pop or anything. But usually what I'll do on a bike is I'll shift the weight back and goose the throttle a little bit, and it should make the front go up. I feel it went up a little bit, but then it fell down. There we go. It goes up and it goes down. It's kind of weird, like the way that the power comes out. Maybe we just have to give it more throttle, Merlin. Come on. Okay, so let's see if we can pop up on the curb. Let's see if we can do a little pop up on the curb. I'm gonna go. No. The suspension is pretty soft. It kind of just soaks it up and then it just rolls right over it. So I know one of the things we got to do on this is tune the suspension. I think it's too soft. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh, there we go. I got it. Little wheelie. Got a little wheelie up. I used the curb as a popper and boop, just went up a little bit. Let's try that again. It's a good way to bend your wheels too. I'll tell you that now. Yeah. We can do let's see some slow speed. Let's see if we can do a figure 8 in the driveway here. Oh yeah, I'm full lock. Use that counterbalancing. Yeah, I'm full lock right there, man. I don't know if this would make a good Gymkhana bike. It's pretty tight circles right there, though. Oh. Did let go. Okay. Shit. I felt the tires spin a little bit there. Man, there's so much traffic on this block, man. I can't have too much fun on the street. Why are you driving so slow? You got your phone in your hand there, bruh? Okay. Let's see if I can pop it up again. There we go. Yeah, it's really, really soft suspension. It really soaks it up. It does feel kind of like a dirt bike, but like, a really soft dirt bike. Okay, we're gonna do some pivot turns. How about this? All right, watch this. I'll show you another cool trick. Since we have a left-hand rear brake, I don't do this on my dirt bike, but I can do it on this bike. Boom! Standing. See, that's how I got my left hand pulling the rear brake, and then I pop the front up, and then I give it some brake, and down it goes. Okay, get back on it. Let's see if we can do a 90-degree pivot turn. It's quite easy. Another 90. Boom. All right, let's see if we can do a 180. Merlin, do a 180. Oh, almost dropped it. Nope. Need more practice, Merlin. I kind of did it. I had to get off the bike, though. So the way you do that, you just put your foot on the pegs, blip it, and then let the front come up, and then start pivoting on your other foot. Press down on your other foot, and that's what you call a pivot turn. Okay, before I drop the bike, let's stop doing that. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the slow speed riding demonstration of this bike. Let's see if we can do some more laps around my driveway here. I'll show you the low speed handling. Well, we'll just do it sitting down. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to do pivot turn. Not very good at pivot turn. Let's see if we can do 180 here. It is a little hard to do pivot turn. It is easy to get the front up on it, though. That's pretty cool. Okay, so far, we've eaten 87% up. I don't know if we'll make it to the AAA if we keep on playing around with this. Okay. All right, we got 87%. Okay, so let's go. Let's go for a ride. Okay, so I have the actual speed here. I think it has something to do with the rear sprocket. The rear sprocket it has a 62 sprocket on this, so it's geared for a really torquey operation. It's got a lot of torque. I'm sweating a lot, man. It's a lot of Gymkhana is hard work, man. All right, so we're gonna try some high-speed cornering here. Left turn here. It feels kind of weird. It feels like the front it doesn't have very good traction. That's why it's good to have these forward bars on it. Alright, we're gonna do a left turn here. Slow down a little bit. It turns. Man, it turns really good. I'm hanging off to the right a little bit. Nice. Oh, I tried to step on the rear brake, but there's nothing to step on. It almost felt like a motorcycle for a second, yeah. Oh, it looks like a cop car right there. Okay. I'm a little scared to take this. I'm a little scared to take this on a... I don't know how fast we're going, I'm not paying attention. Alright, hanging off. It's fun, I like it. It's not like it's got a shit ton of power, but man, it goes, man. So you're speaking to a guy that rides electric motorcycles, so it's so light. It's strange riding something so light, you know. Okay, so we're gonna go. So this is it. So I'm gonna go head to AAA now.